Hello everyone, and this is AshRider33, and welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be talking about the movie Robots. In the movie Robots, we learn our main character, which is Rodney Copperbottom, and the movie is actually like a mix of Shark Tale and My Hero Academia, to be honest, because basically it's about Rodney wanting to go to the different place where his dreams can actually come true and he cannot, so he can actually be somebody. But his parents are really sweet, and the thing is as a kid he watched a bunch of shows about Big World, which is basically like the all might of the story, who was like, you can do whatever you want to be, and he was an inventor. So Big Will inspired Ronnie to become an inventor. And then what Ronnie made was an invention that helped his father. His father cleaned the dishes because that was his job. And after that, when he was older, he discovered that he wants to go to Big World at the factory so that he can talk to him about his plans of becoming an inventor. So his parents, they're like, you really want to go? But he's like, yes, he's determined and he is ready. So he heads over there, but then we meet the bad guy, which his name is, ooh, I forgot. But he was the bad guy because he was the one that took Big Weld and he took his place. But instead of actually wanting to help the people, he just wanted to get more sales. And there was also this other girl named Cappy, and he was like weirdly into her. But we don't talk about that. But he was mainly the villain. So when Rodney came into the factory, then he saw uh, the little puppet thing that was always with Big Will during the show, and he's like, "Oh, I'm ready to go." And then the other one and the thing was like, ah ha ha, yeah, you can. And then when he was about to enter, he closed the door because he enjoyed Rodney suffer, because he said, oh, well, obviously you can't enter. Why did you think that you could do that? And now looking back at this, it really reminds me of the Muppets, because like Walter, I remember he was super into the show, but like when you meet the people, it's like not what you expected. But back to the story, then he discovers this guy named Fender, a pinwheeler, who shows him around town and then shows him a way to get inside the factory. So when he goes there, he finds out that Big World is actually not there and there is the bad guy. So, with nowhere else to go, he goes back to Fender Pinwheeler, and then he goes with the gang, which is basically Aunt Fanny, who lets him have a place to stay. And then there is Fender's little sister, and I think that's basically it. But basically, all of them work together. Oh, there was a little dog that talked too. So basically, all of them work together, and they just live inside the house, and Aunt Fanny's there. She's really sweet. We don't we're gonna talk about her appearance though, right? But after that, then they decide to have a ball, the Big World Ball, which is basically about Big World. So they're looking to find Big World there so that they can talk to him about Rodney wanting to become an inventor. So when he goes there, he finds out that Big World isn't there, even though he's supposed to be there. So regardless to say, the bad guy is very angry and wants him to go to jail. But Cappy, the female love interest, she's like, no, I'll take him. And then she helps him escape along with Fender, Pinwheeler, and Fender actually got himself a girl. um, so basically, then they brought him back, and then he tells Cappy, Rodney tells Cappy, he's like, oh, wait, I know where Big Weld is. So in the show, he went to the factory, like the secret factory. So then he rotated the things, and then he actually found him. But then he asked him, like, why aren't you there in the company and stuff? And he's like, oh, I decided not to fight for things that are no use anymore. And then it was so heartbreaking to him because his long lived hero is now giving up and stuck in the shadows. So he has to do something about this because the bad guy is no longer making spare parts for robots. So then after that, because he's an inventor, he helps all the people in the community have more parts. Like he makes the spare parts. So that's basically what he does now. And then after that, then Big Will decided to come back. And because he was inspired by Ron, he's like, "You're my hero," which is basically the reverse of the beginning. So basically, all of them work together to defeat the bad guy and his mother, Madame Gasket. That's what she's called. And basically, they defeat them. The bad mom, she gets thrown into the fire pit to be destroyed. And then after that, then Rodney ends up with Cappy. So that's basically it. That's the end of the story. And I hope you all enjoyed it and have a great day. Remember to like and subscribe for more content. Goodbye!